right, what we're gonna do today is work on a movement called a strict press or shoulder press. We've done this before. This is the one where we keep our core and everything really tight. We press with our shoulders. We can move our head out of the way as if we were moving a bar past our chin, but we don't want to use our legs at all. This is the one where it's purely core and lower body for stabilizing, upper body for dynamic movement. So we're gonna grab a pair of dumbbells. Feel free to float between lighter and heavier as we progress here, if you have those options. Otherwise, just stick with what you have. I'm gonna be using a set of 25s here, but again, you can certainly go lighter or heavier than that. So let me demonstrate, and then we'll get set up for the workout. We're gonna pop these up to our shoulders. We're gonna do a set of 8. We're gonna do that 6 times. And again, each time we're tightening our core, squeezing our butt, pressing that weight up overhead. I like to move my head, my chin back a little bit as if I was moving a barbell past my chin and then returning it. I think it's good practice. So then when we use a barbell, that's what we're doing. And then other than that, we're trying to lock our elbows out at the top and then come back down each time. So go ahead and grab your weights. Again, we're doing 6 sets of 8 reps. We're gonna do 1 set every minute and a half. So you're gonna have plenty of time to rest or swap out weights in between. We're gonna start in 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1, go ahead. Once you've done 8, set those down. Shake out your arms if you need to. Get a sip of water if you'd like. Again, we're gonna rest for the remainder of the time, which is about a minute. Feel free to add weight if that was a little easy. Subtract weight if that was a little too hard. Whatever you have available to you. Another couple of little pointers that I think are maybe helpful to keep in the back of your mind is, one, as I already mentioned, we're really engaging our core and our butt muscles as we press. The other one is slightly moving the chin out of the way and then returning it, like I mentioned. And then I think a final one, or a third one, is really staying connected to the floor or kind of pressing through your feet. And sometimes that's more of a mental thought than an actual movement, but we have 10 seconds, by the way. I find that to be helpful. If not, don't worry about it. Going again in 3, 2, 1, and go ahead. Grabbing those weights, 8 repetitions. Very good. Again, we have about a minute. Bring your heart rate down. Get a little bit of water if you'd like. Working on movements like this that are more strict in nature is a really good way to build up strength and proficiency in movement patterns that then we can build on top of with more dynamic things. So, put another way, if you get good at practicing the strict press, you will likely have more success when executing something like a push press, where we then add back the movement of our legs in, or even something like a jerk, which is then another additional movement of the legs and hips. We have 10 more seconds. Then we're at round number 3. 3, 2, 1, go ahead. Once you get to 8, Set those down. We are halfway there. 3 rounds down, 3 to go. We got a minute to rest. Another thing I think is worth mentioning that I find there to be a pretty good crossover between practicing these, we could call it weightlifting or Olympic lifting skills that transfer over to stuff like body weight or gymnastics movements. So, you know, again, put another way, that strict pressing will help bench pressing or push-ups or handstand push-ups or other variations of things, ring dips, things that involve this press off of something. All right, we're going again in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go ahead. 8 repetitions. After 8, set those down. Another minute, bring your heart rate down. We have 2 rounds left. This would be a good time to swap out for a slightly heavier weight if you find that these are getting a little easy, or if you're getting the hang of the movement and it's not too challenging. Otherwise, stick with where you're at and keep challenging yourself as we go. We have 30 seconds before our second to last round. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, go ahead. After you hit 8, set them down. We have 1 final round coming up. One minute to go for that last round. Thirty seconds. This will be our final set of 8. Make sure to keep that good posture throughout these reps. 10 seconds. Last time with these. Going in 3, 2, 1, and go ahead. Awesome. After you finish those 8, set it down. You got a full other minute if you need a little more time. Otherwise, as soon as you finish, bring your heart rate down one last time, and you're all done with that one. Nice job.